everybody.
Hey,
Hey y'all.
Yeah. Um, if you're just coming in, what's on your hook and what's in your cup? What's in your cup and on your hook?
welcome into AKA Crafting Talk,
Yes,
everybody.
welcome to Kitty Crafting Dog. Sorry, I'm supposed to be hosting and I'm not good at this.
We're just back from break, so you got to give us a break. We're just back from break.
Yeah,
Right.
So I got coffee in my cup and nothing on my hook tonight.
yeah. I don't even have my stuff in here, so I might in a little bit. I might not, but I have a lot of whips, so I'm not
So do
sure
I.
which
I
one
got a
I'm
lot
gonna.
to work on. I just didn't have anything ready
Yeah,
to bring on here with me.
yeah. I'm not sure which thing I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna work on tonight.
Well, I have a pullover hoodie thingy that I'm working on. So
Cool,
Cool.
awesome.
You always
And
have some amazing stuff on your hook. Are you knitting that?
no, this
No,
is
crocheting.
crochet. Yeah.
I was gonna say, cool. You've moved up to hoodies.
yeah, I was like, whoa.
No, not yet. Not yet.
If y'all don't know, Kaylin's learning to knit.
Yes.
I was like,
So
yay, give me some incentive for when I start. Move
yeah,
that
Well,
fast.
I did have someone tell me that if I can knit a beanie, I could knit a cardigan. So I was like, I'm
Awesome.
glad you have all the knit faith in me, but I don't have that faith yet.
yeah, that'd be me. So I want to wait till a few more people are in here. So what's been going on with y'all since the break? Anything?
Not really.
Nope, just trying to get ready for the new year. I was sick, so trying to get past that.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy's here. Hi, AJ, Kaylin, and Amby. Coffee and cup, pocket shawl on hook. Ooh, pretty. I'm
You got
sure.
to be almost done with that pocket shawl. I can't wait to see it. If you
Well,
guys haven't seen it, it's gorgeous.
no, I don't think I've seen it. And what have I been up to? Nothing really. We did Christmas and then nothing. Well, no, not nothing. We had my cousin's funeral. Cousin's funeral. Lord. Cousin's wedding
Well, that's
on.
way better than a funeral.
Yeah, way better.
Some
It
people
was.
compare them to funerals.
Lord. I'm. I'm really not with it tonight. We had her wedding on the first, cause that was their, oh, I guess, dating anniversary. So he wanted it to go ahead and be their anniversary. So the wedding anniversary. So yeah, but I was sick, so it wasn't too fun for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I,
really eat much and stuff.
I have a
So
friend who got married on their dating anniversary, and it was like on a Wednesday. And that was the whole reason. So he wouldn't have to remember a brand new date.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's one of the reasons. Yeah, that must be.
Well, I'm not going to tell you the reason I got married on the day that I got married on when I got married. So
Okay.
I have to tell y'all that later.
Alrighty. And I've never been married, so there's no date. Maybe sometime in the future if I meet somebody. But Kathy said she's working on the pockets of the pocket shawl.
Oh, cool.
Cool. I knew she was almost done.
Awesome. Well, it's almost been 5 minutes. I'm trying to wait and see if anybody else is going to come in, but it being my channel, I highly doubt anybody's going to come in.
Well, I shared it out, so I put it on my
So did
community.
I.
Yeah,
I mean,
checked it.
I shared the actual live after, I shared it on the share button here.
Oh, I didn't think to. Let me
So
go and do that real quick.
what have you been doing, Kathy? Just crocheting, basically? Nothing really, like the rest of us. I've been being sick. Yeah, I've still got a bad cough, and my nose is running and stuff, but I'm okay other than that.
Well, you sound better than what you did the other day when we were talking.
Yes, much
Yeah,
better.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm glad I sound better today. Yeah, just crocheting. Okay. Anybody else want to add anything? Want to say anything right now? Or you want me to just go ahead and get started?
Yeah, you can go ahead and I'm sharing this to the group so people know that it's actually live right now,
Okay, I can wait
or to my
another
group.
minute or so.
I don't apologize for yawning because I'm sleepy today. I've been up since forever o'clock this morning. So,
That's
Oh, copy
all
the
right.
link. Duh.
So,
I'm going to put it on my community page too here real quick. Don't think to do that after we go live.
just so y'all know, it's cold outside.
yeah,
Well,
I
I
had
can't
a
wait until you can be inside.
I know, right?
yeah,
Been praying and pushing for that for you.
yeah, me too. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's been a minute since I said a minute.
That's
So,
fine.
this week is gonna be it's resolutions versus goals, and I'm gonna give you the definitions that I have for the both of them. And what I just got this off Google. So resolution, it says a firm decision to do or not to do something. And then goals, it said the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. So, and did anybody else get any different definitions?
No.
No, I think you and I had the same exact one when we talked about it.
Okay. And I guess since only Kathy's here, I'll ask Kathy, do you do any resolutions or goals? Or, yeah.
Right now, it's just a yes or no question too, Kathy.
Oh, do you do New Year's resolutions? And then do you do goals? So you can just say, yes, you do them, or no, you don't. Yes. Okay. And then, okay, what do you think the difference between resolutions and goals are, Kathy?
Not to put you on the spot, we figured we'd have at least a couple people in
Yeah, I
here.
thought we'd have more people. Sorry, Kathy.
So, for those of you watching on replay, if you want to answer the questions in your comments, we would love to see
Yeah, I'd love
what you
to
have to say.
know what y'all think. I'll give Kathy a few minutes if she wants to. 1 minute. If she wants to answer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I've never shared this on my page. I think I'm gonna do that too.
And if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, Kathy. You can just tell us you don't want to answer, and I can just go on.
Can y'all hear that vehicle?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
No.
It's a little annoying. That's why I asked. I'm sorry.
What's it? What's it doing?
It's got pipes in there. Run, 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 run.
We have ones like that in our neighborhood all the time. Drives me crazy.
Oh, okay. Kathy said resolutions are more permanent and goals are something I strive to do.
Hmm. Okay.
That's interesting.
It's almost backwards from what we found.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What we found was that resolutions are pretty loose and didn't have an end point. And then goals are objective and measurable and achievable. You do it, it's done. They have an end point. That was what we found, or at least what I found. And it's stuff like I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to jog a marathon, run a marathon, or something like that. Or I want to crochet 10 sweaters or something in a year. Not me, but I have heard people say that. Have heard people on YouTube say that, but it wasn't me. And you know, that's the goal. But a resolution is like, I want to learn to knit. I mean, yeah, that could be a goal, but like, if I was gonna make it a goal, I would probably say I'm gonna learn to knit. I will learn to knit this year instead of I want to, just because I'm going to is more puts me in the mindset of I'm gonna do it, or I want to lose weight. That's so ambivalent, so open. Like, you want to lose
It's
weight,
not the
okay?
definition of that.
So if you lose a pound, you're gonna be happy? No, no one's gonna be happy if they lose a pound. I mean, yes, you'll be happy, but that's not what you want. So it's better to have like, I want to get healthy, or I want to be able to do something, where you actually can see that you've done something. Like, I want to be able to play with my kids outside, or I want to be able to walk a mile or 2 miles or something like
Yeah.
that, where you
Yeah.
can know that you're done, so that you
Right.
can see that you've actually accomplished something.
It's achievable.
What we
Yeah.
found, or what I found, and I think what what we found when we were researching this is what it says is resolutions are so open ended that most people just stop doing them. They'll make
Yeah.
it, they may last a month and then they stop. But goals, you can have subcategories and you have little bits. You reach, you go to here and then you go to there, and then, you keep going. You have something that's actually achievable and you set that goal and you work on it.
Right.
Well, I know for me, the whole thing of goals just puts me in a different mindset, puts me in a more, okay, I'm going to achieve a goal rather than a resolution. It just, yeah, I get all excited about it now, but then, like she said, you just fizzle out because it's not, you don't plan for a resolution. Resolution isn't, that's just a, and I know everything's made up, but like, resolutions is just something someone came up with. It's not like a concrete thing that usually when you do goals, you'll have a big goal and then you have smaller goals that help you achieve that goal.
I
Yeah.
And yeah, I
wouldn't say
guess
it's
you could
just
do that.
something that was made up, though. I mean, there is a definition for a resolution, so it is an actual
Yeah, just something made up, but like, I don't know. It's
resolution. A
some,
resolution is a broad statement saying, I want to lose weight.
yes,
Goals are, I want to lose weight and I'm going to do this and this and this and this to reach it.
yes,
So goals can be attained, where resolutions are just an open-ended statement that it's hard to do to do the whole resolution. You might do part of it but not usually stick with it, and then it's like, stick with it for how long? Once the year is over, you make your yearly resolution and say your resolution is to quit smoking. Do you start smoking again on the first the next year because your resolution was just to quit smoking for that year? Or the same as,
yep,
I'm giving up chocolate, which would be a really hard one for me. um for me, I know if I would ever to say that, I would maybe last a week or two and then I'd be sorry breaking that goal, or that, not goal, but resolution. But
yeah.
then
I don't
again,
even know if I
in
could.
the definition of resolution, they say it is a goal. So it all depends on where you get your definitions from as well.
Yeah, and it depends on how you look at it. They can actually be interchangeable in some ways, but I just feel like when I think of a goal, that puts me in more of like the mindset of like doing something, and achieving something and having something. And okay, I need to make a plan so that this can get done. It makes it more to me just like, okay, this is an important thing that has to be done, you know, other than, to me, a resolution is just something you say and then you're, okay, I might do it a week and I'm done, or maybe a month, and I've got all year to do this. I can, because you're not, with goals, you're making smaller goals to achieve the big goal. And like, let's see, my goals are to, I guess a goal of mine is I want to read more, or I want to be able to look back at the end of the year and say that I have read books that I liked and that I've actually read and kept up with my reading. So one way that I want to do that is to read at least 3 days a week, at least. I'm not going to say every day because then it puts too much pressure on me. But if I say like 3 days a week, then that's good enough. That's good for me. That's a good thing that I can do to achieve that.
Right. I think personally, and we didn't talk about this the other day because it just hit me. We kind of touched on it, but I think personally, resolutions have become more commercial. Like how a lot of people say Christmas is more commercial and all of that. I think the
Yes.
word resolution itself for a New Year's resolution has become more commercial because they want you to say things like, I'm going to learn, I want to lose weight, I'm going to go to the gym more, or things like that. And then at the beginning of the year, you see all the health fitness stuff that's all on sale, stuff that you may not even be able to find. I did say this for like Christmas and stuff. boom, it's
Yep.
all there. It's out there. It's already at the beginning of the year. They put it all on sale because they expect everybody to buy every little thing that you need and then to quit and then to come back next year and do it all over again. It seems to
Yep.
be the
And another,
expectation anymore is for resolutions to fail. So therefore, people say, okay, now I'm going to do a goal and set little, you know, things along the way.
yeah,
So, because I think resolutions meant a lot more when I was younger than they do now.
yes. I think a lot of stuff did that have to do with like doing stuff, like giving gifts, Christmas, giving gifts. When that started, it was a nice thing. It was just a sweet little thing you did. But now it's like, oh my God, where can I get the best deal? I got to get and the most and everything. Well, it's the same at New Year's. It's like you want to do it just because it's New Year's. It's not because you thought about your life and what you want to achieve and all. And that's the difference for me with goals. Goals are more something that I've thought about and I've thought, okay, in my life, what can I achieve and what do I want to achieve and all of this. I'm not just thinking, oh, it's the new year. I got to have resolutions and everything because everybody else is and I got to do this and that. It's just that kind of thing. And something that I wanted to show is I'm going to try to use one of my goals is to use a happy plan. I got it. It says you are beautiful. I just love this. I think it's so pretty. And I got this one and this bigger one. I got them last year. It says 2022 on it, but and I didn't use them last year because it was just a resolution. It wasn't something that I determined. Okay, I'm going to do this every day or every week and all. It was just I had it, I looked at it, and I didn't do anything with it. That was that. I did
Yeah.
buy some stickers and some. I had thought the year before I was going to use a different one, so I bought some numbered, some date stickers. And since this one is, since these are from last year, I'm going to be dating them myself, changing the dates.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't start till May because it was a 2021, 2022 one. So I'm gonna have to find. I took out the stuff for 2021, but I'm gonna have to find it and see or do something. But what I was gonna show is that it comes with a monthly overview. Hmm, see that? That's just half of it, but it's like a calendar. That's the
That's
first
cool.
part. And then it has the weeks, each week of the month. And there's three boxes for each thing for like each day. And if you wanted to, what I was thinking is most of the people on here would be using it for crafting. So you could either use it for three different crafts or you could use it for three different aspects. Like you could put maybe in one you could do like what I might do is, and I'll probably use it for more than just crafting, but if I was going to use it just for crafting, and since I have two, I may use one just for crafting. So I'll probably do like beading and crochet and paper crafts or whatever else, painting, whatever. Or if you just want to do it for one craft, you can do like crochet. You could do maybe your whips in one, your finished objects in another, and future ideas in another. I just thought that was neat how it had the three on each thing. And some people, when they use it for like not crafting, they'll use it like they'll have work and then their personal, and then they'll have like maybe family, like if they have kids or anything like
Hmm.
that, they use that for stuff for the kids in one box, and then other stuff like just for them, or like maybe your house, and then like your work or your whatever.
Is that an interchangeable one?
Yes, this one reason I got this one is because, and I don't have one now, but you can get a punch, and you can punch just regular paper. You can punch paper that doesn't have holes already. You can
Hmm.
punch it, and it can go in here, and you can make your own stuff, and you can just take it out. You
Well,
can put it back in easy.
plus it has other packets that you can buy to put in it,
Oh
like if
yes,
you want to budget
you
and
can buy
different
budget. You
things.
can buy any kind. You can buy big ones. You can buy smaller ones. You can
If
buy
you want to
ones
lose
that
weight,
says,
there's one that you can put in there too to track your diet and stuff.
yeah, you can do diet ones. They have meal planning ones. They have, like she said, the budget ones. They have ones that are just like a notebook. If you didn't want to do like planning, if you just do like to dos for a day or for the week, you can do that in one of those, and those are like real skinny,
Hmm.
so it wouldn't take much. Or you can use it for a grocery list, or you can also do like journaling. I've seen people journal in these
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
put like pictures and different
Yeah,
things in it,
scrapbook.
and you have. And I like it for the journaling aspect because it's already got the dates and the days and everything
Right.
up there. You just have to put in like your pictures or something. Kind of use it like a junk
Yeah.
journal, which is just putting
Yep.
stuff in a journal and
What I
then
like about the
journaling.
Happy Planner, though, is once you get through a year, you can take the whole insides out if you want to and get a whole another calendar for the next year to put in there without having to buy the binder and all of that all over again.
Oh yeah, totally
And,
true. Because
you
they
know,
do sell
and
just the
completely
pages.
personalize it to what you want and need.
Yeah, and you can put something that I might track. And the reason I hadn't already done set mine up is because I've been sick this first week. So I'm probably going to do it either tonight or tomorrow. So,
But
but
one thing we had wanted to ask before we started talking about our own though is Kathy, did you want to share with us like what resolutions or goals you've made for the year?
yeah, sorry, I got ahead of myself.
It's okay. It's just an outline. It's not something we have to completely go by. We're trying to be a little bit more organized this year, and we actually had an
Yeah,
outline for tonight. So
yeah. And I'm not the best at this, at keeping on track or whatever.
we're fine, Amby. And if
And
anybody else has come in and listening, welcome in.
yes, it says we have three people. So, hey, to anybody new,
Not really. Okay.
well, really, okay, that's fine.
Actually, I know one of your goals anyway, Kathy, because I'm helping you with it. Kathy's learning how to do amigurumi this year.
Ooh,
Yay,
that's exciting.
Fun stuff.
more power to you.
Which
I
I
think
have picked up my cat toy I was making, which is what her and I were working on the other day. She was making her first mouse.
Cool.
I think my problem with amigurumi is how tight you have to have it.
Yeah, it hurts my hand. That witch I did for Halloween. Oh my god, right here hurt
Mm,
because I was really tight with
yeah,
it.
Well, lots of times it has to do with the hook length and everything that you're using too.
Well, even using this one to do this right here is kind of making me hurt here because it's a tiny hook.
Yes, it will be a year-long project, Kathy, and I'm going to be with you the whole year.
yeah, you're gonna have help.
So, do you have any other goals or resolutions you wanted to share, Amby?
um, I'm gonna be tracking stuff. Gonna be tracking my reading, and basically, I'm just gonna track if I read
Somebody's
and then
making the
when I
doorbell
finish a
go off.
book. I'm not like gonna be super maniacal about it. And some people track how many pages and how many books and how many this and that. No, I'm just gonna when I finish a book, I'll write it down. But other than that, it's just so that I know the number, and then I
Yeah,
want to track when I read so that I can know like what days are best for me to read if I see a pattern or anything, so that I can like prioritize that day. Like maybe once I get through January, if I've done more reading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday than I have on say the weekends, then I'll try to make that in February more of the days that I try to read.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to crochet at least 3 days a week because I've gotten to where even though I like it, I don't do it as much as I would like. So ideally, I would like to read and crochet every day, but I know me, and I like to just sit and watch TV or veg out or
Mhm.
just sleep. I'm
Right.
I'm telling all my secrets here,
Mhm.
but yeah. And plus, I've started my class today, financial accounting, and there's gonna be a lot of work.
Sounds like it.
Oh,
Fun stuff ahead for you.
oh yeah. I had algebra, college algebra last semester, and this semester I'm gonna have financial accounting. Yay, all the math. But she did say we wouldn't be doing anything harder than adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So
Cool. So, what, if you don't mind me asking, what major are you?
I am business technology.
Okay.
Actually, business technology degree. So, and it's actually, I think, an associate's degree of applied science or something.
Okay.
And just everybody, pre, it's one of the main, uh,
Prerequisites.
yeah, the required classes for everybody, basically.
Hmm.
Because there was people in there that said they were going to be doing, their major was being an RN, which if you don't
Hmm.
know is registered nurse, and they have to do it. There was people in there, other people doing business, and some people just doing straight accounting. So, and that's another goal is to do good in this class.
All righty. Cool.
Yeah.
I know I had quite a few goals for this year, but one of my main ones is I normally crochet for everybody else. So I plan to, at least in one of my project bags, always have a project that's for myself. And then I took it a little bit farther because that was going to be my goal for the year, and decided that when I was when I decided I was changing my Work a Whip Fridays to specifically working on cat toys on Fridays, I decided I was going to have a day for myself then too. I just haven't decided yet if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. I'm leaning more towards Saturday because we have our meetings now on Sunday for AKA, and plus, I'm going to be spending the mornings with my best friend going to church. So um, that's a big one for me. That, and I want to work more in the house. I have been so sick for the last years, and the house has gotten completely away from me. And my husband has worked so much that, yeah, I want to start doing my share around here and getting some things cleaned up.
Yeah, that's another one of my goals. I would like to get things organized, cleaned, and organized
Yep.
in
So I'm
my
putting it
house.
out there in the universe. So it's been
Yeah,
said, so it needs to be done.
yeah.
Hold her accountable now.
What about you, Caitlin? Do you have anything for this year?
Well, one goal is to get a little better at knitting because I do one day want to make a cardigan and maybe even a sweater.
Cool.
That's, as far as my fiber artisticness goes. But like for personal, I want to get better at saving money. That's one goal that I try to strive for, but I never like really set like a certain amount.
Uh-huh.
But I've been a member on um, Credit Karma for a long time, and they have this thing that you can set up, and it gives you an amount that you are supposed to get to. So that is what I'm going to use as my goal. I want to get to that amount that it says. And
Okay.
so
Awesome.
that's one of my personal goals is to get to that amount that it says in that app.
That is cool. We may
Yeah,
have to
that's
talk
a good
about that
goal.
app sometime.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good goal.
I forgot to show, since Ambi was showing her journal. Actually, I forgot to put this one over here. This one I was actually working in today, so I was actually doing what I'm supposed to do. This was sent to me in Happy Mail from one of my subscribers, and it's called the Crochet Project Planner. And I went through and I filled in the first couple projects for the year. Although the first project is a run over from last year because I had not finished my daughter's blanket yet. So that's the first one in here. And then I made one for a plastic bag holder that I'm making for my best friend for her belated Christmas. Her and I never celebrate Christmas till like the beginning of February. She gives me time to make things because I'm so busy making for the family. And then cat toys I got on this one, but this is an
Oh,
ongoing project for the whole year. And then as I start a new project, I promise myself I will be adding it in here because my other ones that I got last year, I started using them and then I stopped. And then I said, well, I was going to come back at the beginning of the year and just start all over. As I have my YouTube content planner,
Cool.
and I did fill in, and I already did my video on it, but I filled in my goals. They didn't follow the heading, but I have a whole page there of goals for the year. And I talked about all of them in my video. So if you guys want to hear what they are, you can go and watch my video. And then it's got a monthly tracker every month. I love it. It has the first thing is a monthly calendar, just a whole month calendar. And you fill in the dates so you can start this whenever.
Oh, cool.
And then a monthly expense tracker. And that's this is supposed to be specifically for on YouTube. And then a monthly income tracker. And I guess that's more for people who are monetized. And then what else does it have in here? When you go past every month, it has weekly planners where you can plan by the weeks. And after the weekly planner, there's a video planner. Now, this is what I started to do last year and then I stopped. And it's where you put down your ideas of your video. You actually write down what you want to do and then you go do it.
Oh.
That's neat.
It has the title, date recorded, date published, and the duration of time, description, keywords, main points, sponsors if you're sponsored, giveaway and rules if you have a giveaway, the concept of the video, the intro, conclusion, affiliate products if you have those, and whatever the call to action is that you give at the end, if you give one. And then it gives you a checklist over here on the side, which is an outline, and then you record, then you edit, voiceover, special effects, keywords, thumbnail, end screen, insert video card, publish, post on socials, and reply to comments. And you check them off as you do them.
Cool.
That's really neat.
And then let me see.
Where did you say you got that from?
Amazon.
Amazon?
And it's
That's
got,
cool.
they each have well, the crochet ones have different covers. The YouTube one just has the YouTube button, I think. I don't think she's made any other. Let me see if there's anything else in here besides the video planner. Okay, and then if you have a giveaway, oh, not the giveaway first. Let me see. Let me finish the video. There's video tracker where you can write down the actual videos to track them. After the planner, you have the tracker where you can, like I had tracked all of mine from the previous year, then thinking I was starting, and then I stopped. So I need to get back to doing that. You can track them, date recorded, date edited, and published. And this is also for, you know, if you have more or if you had some and you wanted to keep that in here before you started doing everything else. And then it has an affiliate tracker where you can track who you're an affiliate with, how long, when you started. This is date, affiliate partner, and details, because they each have, from the different affiliates that I have, which is just a couple right now, they all have something different that they want you to do or how they want you to do it. And then here is networking. So like, okay, I network and I could put name Ambi and where I met you because I network with you, or Kaylin, or it can be used for businesses or whoever or whatever you network. And after networking, it has a sponsorship tracker if you have any sponsors. Then it has a giveaway tracker if you do giveaways. My very first one was in here and my winner, and I didn't do any after that. So again, like I said, I need to do all of that. It has the date, the item that they won, winner name and email, and the cost. So you can keep track of how much the prizes that you sent, how much they cost. Then they have usernames and passwords for affiliate sites, Twitter, Facebook, other, YouTube, email, Pinterest, Instagram, and other again. And then there's just a whole big section for notes at the end.
I really like that.
So
Is that the one by Crojo Corner?
Yes, I was going to say that. It's by Crojo Corner. And then she also has the crochet one. I think my big goal for this year is to use the YouTube one. And since I already have this other planner that I started for my projects, but then I have hers, which is more in depth. Again, it has yearly goals, which I just combine them all on the other one. So next year I can use this page for next year's. Oh, and then there's monthly goals, and I think the other one had that too, where you can put down monthly goals, split it up even more. I passed over that part on the other one, sorry. Except for this one has more. And then weekly goals. Yeah, this goes into what was the calendar section of the other one. So then weekly goals, project ideas, pattern ideas for those who I can't think of develop
Design.
patterns.
Design.
Thank you. I'm like, and then they also have, besides the list to write pattern ideas, they have a graph paper for you to draw out or do stitch diagrams and stuff on.
That's pretty cool. But
And
speaking of
then-
giveaway, I have a giveaway on my channel right now, just so y'all know.
awesome.
Cool.
And then you have projects in progress. And this is where I need to put down all of my whips. Like I said, my goal this year is to get done all of my whips. I need to go through all my whip bags and write down what all the projects are. And then they have these skeins over here that you can color in
Oh, I was wondering what
as
that
you
was.
do progress and get to where you're finished.
Okay.
It says color in each ball as you complete your progress. It says name on pattern and date started for each project. And then what's after that? Yarn and supplies needed for when you need to get yarn or supplies for something. It doesn't say wanted, it says needed.
Yeah, that's a big distinction.
Because we all want yarn, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's a place for your yarn inventory. And when we get the back room and start changing things around and getting the craft area together for myself, I want to go through all of my yarn and actually inventory what I have. And that way I can come in here, and when I want to do a project, I can look and see what yarn I have, what will fit the project. And if I don't have it and need to purchase it, then I know that I need to. But then I will have everything written in here, and I'll know what I have and what I have available for what I want to do. That in itself is a big goal.
Yeah, that's like a very long term goal for me.
Yeah, and she's got plenty of pages in here. And then she also has a hook inventory where you can keep inventory of all of your hooks. Say you're like me and you have Furls hooks, you have your Susan Bates. I now, thanks to a gift that I got, the interchangeable Susan Bates that go on the big ergonomic handle, and I am loving it. I have a couple Omni hooks. I got my Prism hooks. I really love my Prism hooks for amigurumi.
See, that's where I'm different. I don't do multiple hooks. I just have plain old some boy hooks that I've used
Yeah,
forever.
I can't use plain old metal hooks anymore because they hurt my hands.
Uh,
And then I have my crochet wish list,
yeah.
and then crochet books where you can list your books. And then again, it ends with notes.
Cool.
So yeah, they're a nice way to be organized. The thing is don't be like me and get them and just look at them and say, yeah, I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to you. You need to actually get
Yep.
them and work them. And that's a huge goal for me, is to actually use my goal trackers. So
Yep. That's something I want to do. Like I said, I had those from last year, so I want to work on them. And I'm going to keep the one that says 2022. I'm still going to keep it and I'm going to use it, even though it says 2022. I'm just going to change
Right.
the stuff, change the numbers.
Yeah.
I reuse them. It's like, why not? If you need it and you have the resources for it, go ahead and
Yep.
reuse it.
Oh, and another thing is I gotta find my stickers for my the numbers. That's another reason I hadn't done it. Is because they're not where I thought I put them.
Right.
It's always you put them somewhere and you say, okay, I'm putting them here so I know where they're at.
Don't
Never.
ever say that. That's the magic words to make it disappear.
Yep. It ain't where I thought I put them.
It ain't.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, me and my southernness. But
Well, I'm the only northern one here, so
Pretty soon you'll be saying ain't and y'all too, okay?
you guys already have me saying ain't and y'all.
oh my goodness.
Not complaining.
But
Most of my friends from the room are from down south, so even my best friend here is originally from Alabama, so
Yeah. Sweet
so
home
she just can't
Alabama.
get away from the South.
I catch myself saying y'all all the time. But then I catch myself talking like I live in Wisconsin, like my other friend, when her and I are talking. I'm like, okay. I start to get that the accent from Minnesota and the Wisconsin area. So,
Goodness.
and I catch myself as I hear myself doing it. It's like, okay. I have a bad habit of when I am talking with somebody from different places, I tend to pick up some of the things that they're saying and say it the same way. I've been
Yeah.
that way ever since I was little.
I do that sometimes. Used to my when I was little, well not little, I was a teenager. My best friend, her family, well her dad and his family was from Michigan,
Hmm.
and so she had I don't remember if her mom was from here or what, but she had more of that northern accent, even though she had lived in the South her whole life.
She was from
But
Michigan. She didn't have no accent. She talked like me. She didn't have an accent.
she did. She had an accent. Well, to us,
I'm
she had an
teasing
accent.
you
And
because I'm saying,
I talked, I would speak differently when I had been around her. And my sister told me one time, she said, when you're around her, you try to be talk proper.
see, I'm just teasing you because people from Michigan sound like me. So she didn't have an accent.
Yeah. And
Well, depending on where in Michigan, because people in Upper Peninsula have a bit of an accent.
well, I don't know where he was from, but I just know he was from Michigan. And she got an accent that wasn't a southern accent. And my uncle's girlfriend is from Michigan. I think she lived somewhere else, and she lived somewhere else in Michigan, and then when she was a teenager, she moved to Detroit, or maybe a little younger than a teenager. So she was, that was what, that's the kind of accent she has.
Hmm.
And it's just a little different than us. It's not y'all and that kind of stuff. It's not that. Just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's different than us. And and she's got different things about her.
If you think it's funny, I learned this when I went overseas my high school year. If you think it's funny how we have different accents in the United States from the different regions and stuff, ours are normally, they're described as the northern accent or the southern or the
Yeah.
eastern or Pacific. Well, you can go to Germany and be only a few miles away from another city, and each city can have their own accent and on how they talk. So when you're trying to learn, like how to speak in German and stuff, and when you're going to different places and you're looking through the little, thing on how to pronounce things, it's so confusing because each place you go, they each have a different accent on
Dialect.
how they say it.
Dialect.
Yeah, dialect. That's the word I was looking for.
Dialect. Yeah.
I had one of my host sisters, and I can't remember if she was from the Netherlands or Germany because we stayed with host families and we had went to Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium. And she was explaining to me how, she said, I know in the States, you guys, say, people have accents. She said, but it's completely different. We have so many different dialects, within just literally miles of each other. And they can tell where people live and what city they live in by the dialect that they have.
Well, I also think that that's more because, excuse me, those countries are smaller as well,
Right.
and the
They're
United
smaller.
States is so big and broad that,
Well, you would think though that if it's a smaller country that most of them would sound the same,
yeah,
is what I thought when I went there, which is I
yeah,
think what prompted the whole discussion to begin with. And she knew
yeah,
I was struggling with trying to, speak with the couple words that I knew, which wasn't very many.
yeah.
Like we went to get pizza and she asked me what I usually ate on my pizza, and I told her, at that point in time, I like pepperoni. I can't, pepperoni doesn't like me, I should say now. But anyway, told her I like pepperoni. She said, well, you have to be careful of how you order your pizza around here. And she got a pizza and she asked for pepperoni, and she told me that I didn't want to ask for pepperoni because it wasn't what I was thinking of. So I didn't. I just had meat. She ordered just a sausage pizza for me or cheese or whatever. And when she got hers, she showed me that pepperoni wasn't pepperoni. It was like the pepperoncini um, peppers.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't eat that because she asked me if I like peppers and at first, and I was like, no. So,
well, my mama would have ordered pepperoni.
yeah, and she said if I went somewhere else and asked for pepperoni, I might actually get the pepperoni that I was used to. So it
See?
just one of those things.
Yep. Have y'all
I
ever
guess, well,
seen?
in a way, it's kind of how I drink pop
Yes.
and you guys drink soda or Coke. Is
Coke.
all you drink.
Coke. Coke.
I'm sorry, when I drink Coke, I'm drinking a Coca-Cola.
My grandma always drank Pepsi Cola.
Yep. And
That's
Pepsi is
what she
Pepsi.
called it. Pepsi Cola. We
See?
either call it Coke and just what kind of Coke, or we call it by the name of what it is.
Yeah.
It's usually not, usually, at least in my house, it's usually just the name of what it is and not
Right.
referred to as one thing or another. But
Right. We
overall,
call
if I
it by
went,
the name of what it is. When we go somewhere, we ask for a Pepsi or a Coke or a Sprite.
yeah,
And but our general word is pop. And your
pop.
guys' general word is either soda or Coke.
So,
So
yeah, we say Coke, and then I think, like out west, they say soda.
well, I know that even on the East Coast, a lot of them place they say soda. Because when I went to New Jersey, they said soda a lot. So, get you a
Well,
soda. You want to go have a soda? I can't even do it anymore. I used to be able to do the
and
the
like
accent, but
I've listened to those. There's a tag on YouTube. It's called the accent tag, and there's a list of words that people have to say. Well, usually after people will. I don't know if it's part of the thing or not. I've never looked in the comments or in the description to find like what actually the questions are. I just know they say there's words you gotta say. And then after they'll usually say some of the stuff that is to their region or their way of talking or whatever. And I know somebody said bubbler, and I was like, what the heck is a bubbler? And they said that it was like a drinking fountain or a water fountain, and they call them bubblers. I think they
Oh,
were in Boston, I want to say.
maybe I've never heard of that before.
Bubblers. And
But
then they had,
in Boston, okay.
oh, there was
Kathy
something
says.
else.
Kathy says the UP has a language all their own.
Okay.
I had a friend in the Upper Peninsula, so yeah, that was in reference to when I was talking about the Upper Peninsula in
Yeah.
Michigan. I didn't mean
And
to cut you off, but I wanted to say what
yeah.
Kathy said.
And it shows how even states in a certain region can have different dialects, like Louisiana. That's southern, but they've got their own thing. They speak their own way. You wouldn't be able to tell. I can't hardly tell what people from there say when they're talking all Creole or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Cajun is what it is.
Uh huh.
I guess it depends on where and who. Like my best friend has lived in New Orleans for years, at least 30 years now, 30, 40 years. And I can understand her, but she said, she's used to the dialect and stuff. She said if I came down, she told me I wouldn't be able to understand.
Yeah, they don't say New Orleans there; they say
Yeah,
Nolans.
yeah,
Knowledge.
it's Nolans. I knew that
Right.
when I said New Orleans, I was like, nope, that's the northern in me. But yeah, it's Nolans.
Yep.
I want to go there one day. I want to go.
It's a
Yep.
trip
Me
when we
too.
get on a Zoom call, and hearing some of the people who have lived there their entire life.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, I'll have to get down to you and then we can go together. How's that? I've always wanted to go.
Yes. Come on. You gotta swing. You gotta swing by, get Ambi, and then come.
Okay.
Yep.
We need to do the three of us get together sometime and do something.
Yep.
Yes.
But if we did that, then we'd have to have everybody who comes and chats in the chat room too.
Yeah, we would.
Yep.
Speaking of the chat room, if any of you who are watching this on replay have not heard about it yet, if you go to AJ's Personal Touch and find the group in Facebook, we all get together, and that's how we met each other. Although I knew Ambi from a different live that we used to go to all the time, but that's how we met Kaylin, and it's how we met the other women we're talking about. It's how we met Kathy. Well, no, I met Kathy. She was a subscriber to my channel. That's how you guys met Kathy, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is in my group. I open up the room every once in a while. I'm trying to get a more balanced schedule for when people want, but nobody will ever tell me what time they want. So it normally ends up at night, like around 9-10 o'clock Eastern time. And then we go to whenever. Don't even want to say the latest time that it was because I don't even want to believe it
Yeah.
anymore. And we can talk, but we don't always stay on forever. So lately
Yeah.
it's been just a couple hours because I've been trying to change my nighttime. But I will leave the room open to people if they want to talk. I do not have to be there for it to stay open. So we get together, we chat, we craft, we talk. Sometimes I make my stitch markers. Sometimes I crochet. You can crochet, you can knit, you can do whatever you want as long as it's PG.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
but we get together, we chat, we talk, we have a fun time. So
Yep.
everybody is welcome. The only thing is you have to join the group because that's how I can invite people into the room. So,
Yep. And it's fun. And if you are a crafter and you need help or with crocheting, you can find some knowledgeable people there.
well, even with knitting, Terry's knitted for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And one thing I really want to, that's on my goals for this year, speaking of goals, and that's what this session is about, is Fridays. Once we get the name changed, I don't know what it'll be called yet. Um, Part of my calling it Work a Whip Friday before was I wanted to go from doing my video, putting it up at a certain time of day, and then having everybody meet in the room that afternoon and just, craft and work on their whip for the day. Well, now I still want to do the same thing. You can come in, you can work on whips, or you can come in and make cat toys with us if you want to. And but I want to try to start having my video up at the same time every week, whether that means I make it Thursday night and schedule it for Friday, but I really want to open up the room at the same time every week so people know that it's open at the same time every
Right.
Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I need to find a time because if I'm sitting there by myself, it will close on me. So I need to have at least one other person there with me. So I need to find a time that is okay with,
At
at
least
least a
one
couple
person.
people, at least 1 to 2 people to get started. Yeah.
Well, I
So,
have to work Friday night, so I will not be able to attend.
yeah. Well, I'm talking more Friday afternoonish, but I figured you'd have to work anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping to open it at like 1 or 2,
Oh, okay.
or actually maybe after my husband goes to work on Fridays, so maybe more like 3:30.
I was thinking maybe 3 would be a good time.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll think about doing that then, opening it because I know he'll leave for sure by 3:30, so 3:30 is probably safest. Well, not
Okay.
that it's not safe. I mean, he's here like tonight, sitting here, in his
Yeah.
chair, but it's just you may hear a lot of back and forth and him getting ready to go.
Yeah.
So it can get, kind of noisy and in and out of the door and, so.
Yeah. Well, we've been on over an hour, a little bit over an hour, about 7 minutes over an hour. And I want to just ask how everybody liked the new time and the new day. What your thoughts about that were?
Yeah. We worked around my schedule. I'm off on Mondays because the restaurant is closed on Mondays.
Right. So again, for those who, if you're watching us later, if you can let us know what you think of the new time. And like I said I think I said when we first came in, we didn't do it later because we know that there's 8 o'clock bingo.
Yeah.
And there's some other lives on Monday. I don't know what they all are, but we know that a lot of people
Yeah,
go to
there's a
Robin's
few on
Bingo.
Monday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we wanted to make it early enough, but not too early.
Right.
Right.
And plus, I don't get out of school. I did early today, but that's just because it's the first day. I won't get out till about 4 or 4:10. So 6 is a great time for us. But if it's difficult for you, if there's enough people that it's difficult for, we can see about doing what we can do.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Because we would like to, try to start having an audience. And Kathy, you're wonderful. We love you and you always come. So we really love that.
Yes,
Yes.
thank
Thank
you
you.
very, very much.
Um but we're hoping to grow the audience and to have more people. So
Yeah. And if anybody has any suggestions or any requests for episodes or anything they want to see, any craft, any technique, any just ideas, anything they want us to talk about, if you
if you want us to have a
let us
guest on
know.
here, we've done that.
Yeah.
If you want to see a
We just need
technique,
to
like
know.
somebody wanted micro macro crochet, we had on 2 people that night talking about it.
Mhm. We had fun that night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
But we can look into getting whatever you want.
Yeah. And like I said, even if it's a different craft, we can find somebody. If we don't know about it, we can see if we can find somebody that knows about it, or see if
Right.
we know anything about it, or can learn about it
Yeah,
and
we
tell
can
you
look it
what we
up.
learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. We are here for you
So,
guys, and we want to do, show you the things that you want to see.
yep. It's not just us; it's y'all too.
Yes.
And for those who like the fundraisers that, the different types we are doing, we will continue doing different types because we know that there are ones that we have not covered yet.
Yep.
Yes.
So
So,
I think it's time to call it a night.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's everything. So I hope everybody had a good time. I know I did. So
Yes.
we'll see you in 2 weeks, and it'll be on Kaylin's channel.
Yep.
Yee.
Yep. Miss
So
Kaylin, who's in the dark now, and it'll be
Yeah.
lighter hopefully then, because now it's starting to get lighter every day. So,
I had my
yeah,
flashlight on, but it kept going off. So
or have we hit the longest day in the dark
yeah,
or the
that's
shortest day?
That was the first day of winter,
First,
December 20th.
that's right.
yes,
That was
December
December 20th. So yeah,
21st.
I was right. We are every day. It's getting lighter. So
Yeah.
yep. So it should be lighter then. So we'll see you back on Kaylin's channel. Have a good 2 weeks. And God bless.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
night, Kathy.